Hello. Welcome back to English Fluency Fast here. You don't just learn English, you speak English. Let's make fluency simple, natural, and fast. Let's get started. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need someone who believes in you and a method that actually works. Let me guess. You want to speak English, but every time you try, your mind freezes, your mouth locks up, and your confidence disappears. You understand a few words, but can't form a sentence. You try to speak, but it sounds weird, robotic, broken. You watch videos, you memorize rules, but real fluency still feels like a dream. And worst of all, you feel embarrassed, like you're not smart enough, like English just isn't for you. Let me tell you something they never told you in school. It's not your fault. You were taught to study English, not to feel English. They made it hard. They made it boring. They made it slow. But I'm not here to teach you the old way. I'm here to train you the way your brain actually learns. Through rhythm, through repetition, through real life practice, at your pace. I'm Jessica, and I help people go from I can't speak to fluency, without pressure, without shame, just real progress day by day. In this video, you won't just listen, you'll train with me. Step by step, word by word, we'll speak English slowly, together. You'll repeat after me. You'll copy my voice. And without even realizing it, you'll be speaking English. Not thinking, not translating, just flowing. Here's how it works. I'll say a sentence. Slowly, clearly you'll repeat after me. With rhythm. With confidence. We'll build fluency line by line. This is shadowing, but not like the others do it. No fast talking, no stress, no overwhelm. This is fluency for real people, even if you're shy, even if you're tired, even if you failed before. So put on your headphones. Replay this video every day for 7 days. Comment, I'm speaking now, if you feel the change. Subscribe if you're done with fluff and ready for results. Let's make your mouth move like a native, starting today. Because fluency isn't a talent, it's a rhythm. And today, you found your beat. People lied to you. They told you that you must speak perfect English. They said your grammar must be 100% right. They said your accent must sound like someone from the USA or the UK. They said, if it's not perfect, it's wrong. That is not true. That lie made you feel afraid. That lie made you stop speaking. Let's fix this now. Fluency is not perfection. You don't need to know all the grammar rules. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to speak fast. Fluency means connection. It means you can say what you think. It means you can say how you feel. It means you can ask for what you need. Even if your sentence is small, even if your words are not perfect, you are still speaking English. Think about this. A small child says, "I'm hungry." Do you understand? Yes, you do. That is English. That is fluency. Now listen to the truth. You don't need a classroom. You don't need a big English book. You need practice. You need repetition. You need to speak again and again. Even if you are alone. Even if you speak very quietly. Even if you feel nervous. Because when you speak slowly every day, something good happens. Your mouth feels less scared, your brain stops translating, and your voice becomes stronger. It's not perfect English, it's your English. Real, simple, alive. Let me tell you a short story. There is a man named Jose. He is 42 years old. He lives in Brazil. He is a mechanic. He fixes cars. Jose wanted to speak English. He tried many things, apps, books, videos. But for 6 years, he never spoke. Why? Because he was scared. He thought people would laugh. He thought his grammar was bad. He thought his voice was not good. One day, he started something very simple. He walked to work every day. He listened to slow English on his phone. He repeated the words out loud, like an echo. Some people looked at him. Sometimes he made mistakes, but he did not stop. After 2 months, a tourist asked him a question in English, and Jose answered, not perfectly, but clearly, with confidence. He did not freeze. That small moment changed his life, not because he studied more, but because he used his voice. Now it's your turn. If you are waiting to be ready, you will wait forever. But if you speak now, slowly, simply, with mistakes, you will improve. You will feel it. Not after 100 classes, but today, when your mouth begins to speak. So no, you do not need perfect English. You do not need big words. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need one thing, the courage to speak. Not one time, but every day. And here's the best part. You are not alone. I am here with you. My voice, my help, my support. We will go slowly. We will do this together. And yes, you will become fluent. This is not a dream. This is a promise. And it starts right now. Say it with me. I am learning English. Go ahead. Out loud, not in your head, with your voice. Even if it's quiet, even if you feel silly. Now say, I speak slowly. Feel your mouth move. Hear the sound of the words. That's English. That's fluency beginning. One more, I speak clearly. Yes, you do. Not perfectly. Not fast, but clearly. You see what's happening? This is shadowing. But it's not just repeating sounds. It's activating your brain and your mouth at the same time. It's reprogramming your fear into confidence. Think of it like this. A baby doesn't wait until it knows grammar to speak. It just listens and mimics and babbles. And slowly, with time, those babbles become real language. You're not behind, you're just starting fresh. And that means we start simple, gentle, slow. Repeat after me. Again, I'm learning English. Say it like it matters, because it does. You may feel silly now, but silly is the doorway to fluency. Silly means you're doing the work your brain needs. You don't have to understand every word. You don't need to get it all. You just need to trust the rhythm, trust the sound. Your brain is smarter than you think. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, connections are forming, neurons are firing, muscle memory is building. It's like learning a song. You don't understand every note at first, but the more you hear it, the more you sing it, the more natural it feels. This is language music. You're tuning your ear. You're unlocking your voice. So here's what we do next. We build a tiny habit, 5 minutes a day. Listen. Repeat. Don't judge. Don't analyze. Just echo the sound, like a friend, like a shadow. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. I can do this. Say it again, and again, and again. Your mouth might trip. That's okay. Your tongue might twist. That's okay. You might laugh. That's beautiful. Because laughter is confidence being born. The goal is not perfection. The goal is momentum. Each repetition is a brick. You are building your English house, word by word, phrase by phrase, breath by breath. And every time you say a sentence out loud, you take a step away from fear and a step toward fluency. So if you feel silly, good. It means you're doing it right. Now breathe, smile, and say it again. I'm learning English. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. That's not just a sentence. That's a breakthrough. You think nothing is happening? You walk to the bus? You listen to slow English? You say the words very quietly? You believe a little? You doubt a little? But something is happening. You just don't see it yet. It is like water falling on a rock, slow, quiet, easy to miss. But with time, the water changes the rock. This is called shadowing. It is not loud. It is not fast. But it works. First, you see nothing. Then, one day, everything changes. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria is 57 years old. She works with numbers. She thought it was too late to learn. She said, I'm too old. I am too slow. My brain is only in Portuguese. She told me, Jessica, I watch English videos. I understand a little, but when I speak, my brain stops. I get nervous. I forget everything. Do you feel the same? I did not give her a book. I did not give her grammar lessons. I gave her headphones and a mirror. I said, do 5 minutes every day. Shadow me. Don't be perfect. Just copy me. Let English go in your ears and come out of your mouth. She thought, this is too easy. But then, day 17, she sent me a message. Today I said, sorry, I will send the file soon to my boss. In English. I did not plan it. It just came out. Her hands were shaking. Then, on day 30, we had a video call. She cried. She said, for the first time, I feel English inside me. Not in a book, not in a rule. Inside me. You see, fluency does not knock and say, hello, I'm here. You are perfect now. Number fluency comes slowly. It comes quietly. It comes when you repeat every day. It comes with sound, not grammar. It comes when your mouth learns. Not only your brain. Nobody told you this, but it's true. Your brain likes patterns. Your mouth likes rhythm. When you shadow, you give them what they love. You are building new connections in your brain. You are syncing sound and words. You are remembering without trying hard. It is like dancing. At first, it feels strange. You forget the steps. But after 30 minutes, you stop thinking. You just move. That is shadowing. It changes thinking into feeling. And no, you don't need talent. You need repetition. You don't need to be smart. You need to try again. Even when it feels boring. Even when you feel slow. Even when a voice says, this is silly. You sound bad. That voice is not true. Because something deep is happening. Your brain is learning. Your mouth is getting stronger. You are practicing confidence, even when no one sees. And one day, at a cafe, at work, at the airport, Someone speaks English to you, and you speak back before fear stops you. Maybe not perfect, maybe not fast, but it will be real. And then you will understand. Fluency didn't come today. It has been growing inside you, slowly, quietly, every single day. Now say this with me. I don't need to feel ready. I just need to repeat. Again, I don't need to feel ready. I just need to repeat. Because this is how fluency comes, and you are already on the way. Everyone else is racing. Fast talking, fast lessons, fast grammar rules. And you're left behind. Again, confused, frustrated, drowning in noise. But we don't do that here. Here, we slow down. On purpose. Because fast is not fluent. Fast is fake progress. Fast is watching a video and forgetting everything 5 minutes later. Fast is for views. Slow is for results. See, I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to build you. Word by word. Muscle by muscle. Confidence by confidence. Fluency is not a race. Fluency is a rhythm. And when you go slow, you remember. You absorb. You become. Imagine you're at the gym. Would you lift 200 pounds on your first day? Of course not. You'd break something. You start with small weights. You build strength. Slowly. Repeatedly. Learning English is the same. Your tongue is a muscle. Your brain is a network of habits. Your fluency is not stored in books. It's built in the body. And the only way to build is to slow down and repeat. So here's what we do now. Round 2 of shadowing. Slightly longer sentences. Still slow, still clear, still safe. Say them with me. I wake up. I drink coffee. I listen to English. I practice speaking. I improve every day. Now again, slower. I wake up. I drink coffee. I listen to English. I practice speaking. I improve every day. Pause. Breathe. Feel the rhythm. This is how fluency grows. Not with rules, not with pressure. With rhythm. With space. With breath. Most people give up because the lessons move too fast. The teachers talk too fast. The pressure grows too fast. And the fear gets louder. But when you slow down, you win. You retain. You transform. Slowness is not weakness. Slowness is wisdom. The slower we go now, the faster English will come later. And not just to your brain, but to your mouth, your memory, your everyday life. You'll speak without thinking, because you practice slowly and deeply. So when someone says, "Why are your videos so slow?" I say, because my students don't want to just watch English. They want to speak it. They want to live it. They want to feel it in their bones. That only happens when we go slower, so they can finally go farther. And you're not behind. You're right on time. Now say this with me. Again. I wake up. I drink coffee. I listen to English. I practice speaking. I improve every day. You're not repeating lines. You're building identity. You're not just learning English. You're becoming someone who speaks it for real. This is the work, and it's working. Keep going. Let me say something you might not want to hear, but you need to. Fluency is not built by watching videos. Fluency is built by repeating them daily, not once, not sometimes, not when I feel like it, every day. Even for 5 minutes, that 5 minutes It rewires something, not just in your brain, in your identity. Because every time you speak out loud, you are telling yourself, I am becoming a speaker. This is who I am now. And when you skip it, that message fades. Your confidence shrinks. Your habits collapse. You've seen it before. You study hard one week, then stop. And just like that, the fear returns. The freeze, the mental block. The voice in your head saying, see, I knew you'd fail again, but not this time. This time we fight back with consistency, with rhythm, with one tiny act, repeated daily. You don't need 2 hours. You don't need a fancy study plan. You don't even need to feel motivated. You need one button, play, and one action, speak. Can you do that? Every morning, before breakfast, before emails, before doubt has a chance to whisper, not today. 5 minutes. That's it. Because this isn't about perfection. This is about momentum. You brush your teeth every day, right? Not because you're excited, but because the cost of not brushing builds up. Same with shadowing. Skip a day, you survive. Skip 3, 5, 10, you slide back. Old fears, old habits, old shame. But do it every morning, even with messy hair, even while half awake. You change, you shift, you win. This is the truth no one told you in school. Language is not learned. It's installed, like a muscle, like music, like dance. It's not logic. It's repetition. Now here's the challenge. 7 days. No excuses. No, I forgot. No, I'll do it tomorrow. Just show up. Press play. Repeat out loud. Even a whisper counts. Even one sentence counts. Even if your heart is pounding, especially if it is. Say this with me now. Slowly. I practice every day. I do not wait for motivation. I just press play. Again, I practice every day. I do not wait for motivation. I just press play. Because if you can build this habit, you will break the cycle of starting and stopping, of doubting and quitting, of watching others speak English while you stay silent. That ends here. Not with willpower, not with talent, with one daily action, repeated like a heartbeat. So go ahead, prove to yourself you're serious, not perfect, just serious. 7 days, one button, one voice, yours. If your lips moved, even just a little, you've already crossed the line most people never do. You didn't just watch. You didn't just listen. You spoke. That one whisper, that small movement in your mouth, that moment where you tried, even if it was messy, is a signal. A signal that says, I'm not just a learner. I'm becoming a speaker. That's what fluency feels like in the beginning. Not polished, not fast, not perfect, just alive. And here's the part no one tells you. That little feeling you had when the words came out, that tiny spark of I can do this, that's fluency being born. Fluency doesn't come like lightning. It grows like fire. First a spark, then a flame. And if you protect it, if you feed it, it becomes unstoppable. So if you felt even one moment of flow, if your tongue stopped freezing, if your voice escaped your throat without apology, then listen carefully. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're becoming. And that is more powerful than any grammar rule in the world. You don't need to sound like an American. You don't need to sound like the Queen. You need to sound like you. Clear, human, courageous, and you just did. Maybe your voice was quiet. Maybe your confidence shook. Maybe you missed a word or 10. That doesn't mean you failed. That means you're doing the work. And here's what I want you to believe with your whole heart. Fluency isn't something you chase. It's something you practice until it starts chasing you. You've already proven something most people never dare to. You moved your mouth. You joined the rhythm. You repeated even when it felt silly. That's what real students do. That's what real change looks like. And that's what brings real English to life. You don't need a certificate. You don't need a classroom. You don't need permission. You need repetition. You need rhythm. You need someone to remind you you're not alone. That's what I'm here for. Not as a teacher with a red pen, but as your guide, your shadowing partner, your reminder that slow is powerful, that imperfect is enough, that you are already on your way. So if you felt something shift, even just a flicker, don't ignore it. Don't doubt it. That feeling is your future voice. And every time you come back to this practice, it gets a little louder, a little braver, a little more you. And that is how fluency begins. Not in your brain, in your mouth, in your breath, in your courage to speak, again and again and again. If you felt something shift inside you today, that wasn't an accident. That wasn't luck. That was real learning, real movement, the kind that can't be erased. But here's the truth most people miss. One session isn't enough. Not because you're slow, not because you're bad, but because fluency is not a single event. It's a daily rhythm. You don't plant a seed and walk away. You water it. You protect it. You show up again, even when you don't see the leaves yet. That's what shadowing is. And today, you watered something powerful. So don't stop now. Don't say, that was nice, and click away. Say, yes, I'm doing this. Because fluency lives in repetition. Not just hearing English, speaking it. Not just watching others, becoming one of them. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming fluent, one brave whisper at a time. So I'm asking you, come back tomorrow. 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Doesn't matter. Just press play. Move your mouth. Repeat with me. Let English live in your body, not just in your brain. And if something inside you said, I want this, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because this isn't just a video. It's a turning point. It's a decision. To stop being passive, to stop letting fear win, to stop waiting for the perfect day, the perfect word, the perfect version of you, and start speaking as you are right now. So yes, replay this, subscribe now, and show up tomorrow. Let this be the moment you stop studying English and started becoming fluent. Not someday, not maybe, today, now with me.